Hello, everybody. I'm Steve Reinharz, CEO of Artificial Intelligence Technology Solutions. Today, I'm wearing a RAD shirt because there's so much happening in RAD that we're going to get into. This is going to be a big and substantial weekly update. Buckle up, take notes, jump on our Discord, jump on Twitter, put comments here, but let's have some fun because we're going to get into it. First piece of business that I have for us is our investor conference on November the 3rd in Detroit. Those details should be coming out in a big way. Doug's probably sending them out already. So if you want to get in on it, get in. We have some spaces left. We're not looking for a huge crowd. We're looking for the right crowd. And most importantly, subscribe to the AITX YouTube channel so that when it goes live, you are notified and you don't miss a thing. So that's November the 3rd. That's the first thing. The second thing is I'm going to comment a little bit on the Q that we just had. So, of course, we just issued our Q by the time that you watch this. And we have some great highlights that I want to share and add a little bit of context behind. All right, so we have stated and we are working hard to reach positive cash flow. And this is what the press release and a lot of the Q results really point towards. A drive towards closing the gap between what we spend and what we earn, which will bring us to positive cash flow, more or less. So let's take a look at the press release, which is, of course, an excerpt out of the Q. And the first thing that I see is gross profit increase, right? Huge, right? The gross profit is what pays down our SG&A and our expenses. Improvements in cost control have been minor. And in the press release, I write that we're going to be saving an additional $150,000 a month. I can't release now or in the Q exactly how we're going to do that. So that detail will be shared with you because you know I share everything with you in a subsequent press release and 8K that could come out in October, but will definitely come out in November. So I definitely want to share with you how we're saving that extra money. Of course, sales need to go up. And in the prior quarter, we had a tremendous increase in sales, which we put in a press release on September the 6th, and which you're starting to see the revenue results in this quarter. But you'll see the vast majority of the revenue results in the following quarter, the quarter that we're in right now, Q3, because we're busy deploying and billing and deploying and billing. So big increase in sales, right? 44% increase in revenue over the same period prior year. Cheers, right? That's what we're doing. Now, I do also want to say that in that subsequent press release that I issue, we are going to share an update on how close this brings us to cash flow positivity, okay? So just to kind of summarize this, sales and revenues are going up, as shown in the Q. Operating expenses are going down, as shown in the Q. And over the course of this quarter, quarter 3, and next quarter, those effects should be more apparent. So the Q3 expenses should be down, Q4 expenses should be down even more. Of course, that is the best information I have to this moment. If it changes, I will let you know. But that is where we're at in terms of revenues. And really what it does is it points us on this company direction of positive cash flow, which in this economy is so important. We've been making changes that have changed us from the company we were about 3 years ago into who we are today. And I can best summarize those changes as going from an R&D focused company to now we're a sales and operations focused company. And that's basically the transition that we had to be in. You know, I know different people bought in 2-3 years ago when we had a crazy valuation, despite the fact we had very little sales. Now I've got more sales, less R&D spend. We're on the right track. Let's see if that comment gets past our security attorney. Hopefully it does. Okay, so we're changing from being an R&D based company to who we are now, which is more sales operations. Let's get there. Let's make some money. And the belt tightening helps us get to that profitability. details on that will be released over the next few weeks. Let's talk a little bit about the economy and how I see things going and how I see things affecting AITX. There should be continued economic pressure on a lot of different types of companies. I see it right now. I see it with the dramatic decrease in liquidity in microcaps on the OTC. And this is helping fuel me to make decisions to get us to positive cash flow so we don't have to rely on this type of public funding. So I want everyone to know that. But what's this really mean for our business? Well, I can tell you this trend started a few years ago, but it is getting even more emphasis from Fortune 500. And the answer is reduce security spend. This is what we're hearing from some of the biggest brands and companies that you have on your shelves or in your pocket right now. Naturally, RAD is well positioned to fulfill those wishes of reducing cost. And our sales funnel reflects that. Our sales funnel continues to grow, continues to spit out sales. Yeah, we haven't done a sales press release in a while, but we will. You know, I've been busy and really focusing on finishing this queue, making these changes, doing this belt tightening in order to reach cash flow positivity. So it's been a lot of work lately. Folks, listen, I think I shared a lot of information. I hope you're doing great. Reach out to me, spread the good word on highlights of the queue that you found interesting or that you liked. And hopefully I see a few of you, I know I'll see a few of you on November the 3rd. And we'll take it from there. Thanks, everybody. Look forward to your comments. Bye-bye.